Made the decision to come to YWAM about, in July, or just August, early August. And prior to that I'd been playing rugby for a couple of years and been at university and hadn't really been living the best life. And even though you can say I was living my dream, I was really unhappy on the inside. Since I made the decision to come to DTS, I've been feeling a lot more peace and a lot more happiness. 2 weeks ago I was in my quiet time and I just had this strong urge that I needed to get baptised.
Good morning, mate. What have we got here, bro? Good morning, bro. Okay, you ready? This is strong, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey?
Put all those boobs down.
Let's put ears on your chest, boys.
How do you make that coffee?
Just a humble 6 scoops, bro.
6.
Two for each. I should get you through till about 2 o'clock in the hour, though. Then another one. Yeah, 6 scoops, bro. You need this time to get up in the morning. Oh, she's a bit tough. It's good though. Bom dia. Cuidado, Diaz. Are you coming? Oh, mate. 5 minutes. Okay, that's what I have to get up. Stinky. It's a good coffee. It's kingdom. It's kingdom.
Where are we going now?
Bro, we're going straight lining it down to Infinios.
And
Cheeky one. See what we can get, bro.
is this close from the base?
This is, about a 5-10 minute walk from the beach, bro. A bit closer than Puntia, which is probably the preferred spot. But yeah, we'll check it out in Infinios, see what we've got to offer. Otherwise we'll just cruise down to Puntia. Get some waves, bro.
When do you start like surfing?
Started probably 3 years ago, but only started really seriously when I moved to Australia in May. So I moved there, bro. Found myself on the Gold Coast without a job. Life was pretty tough. Went surfing pretty much every day for about a month straight, and realised that I just loved it. So had my sisters there, and my brother-in-laws, bro, and they're pretty handy surfers, so we used to try and get in the water as much as we could. And since then, since coming to Chile, I've been surfing probably 4 or 5 days a week. Bought this board about a month ago now. Just got a new wetsuit, bro, so it's all falling into place.
Awesome.
So God likes teaching humility. We wanted to have the perfect sunrise, out there shredding, but what do? He just keeps us humble and places us on a morning with probably the first morning in a couple of months that it's actually been misty or raining. So yeah, thanks. Humility. But there's a reason. There's a reason for everything. Pichilemu, bro, it's probably, I didn't know what to expect when I came here, but I watched a few videos and looked like the surfing was alright. Mate, when I got here, bro, went down to Punta de Lobos. Oh, best left-hand break I've ever seen.
And what about like this?
There's dirt, the dirt roads, bro. There's still a bit of room for development, but I like it like it is. It's it's cool, man. The locals are nice, bro. The beaches are unreal. The water's cold.
Oh, they're nice people, man.
The water's real cold, but the waves are sick. And as you can see here, this is Infinito. Yeah, so last time we didn't get much at Infinio in terms of waves, but so we've got up nice and early. We're going to go check out Punta de Lobos, see what we can find. Hopefully get a bit better luck this morning.
How's the waves?
Right, these look unbelievable. Just have a look at those now. Yeah, a couple of people out, so I'm super excited.
Alright, Myles, how's it going?
Good, bro.
How
Got
was
out of the
it?
water, man. It was sick. Yeah, I got a couple of fun ones, so it was
Yeah.
epic, man. Loved it. Yeah, I want to come back here as much as I can. It's so sick. The waves are just like, yeah, it's so nice, man. It's coming in such long rides, and yeah, it was real fun this morning. It's a bit of an early start this morning, so yeah, I think a coffee's going to be necessary. But yeah, just get ready for another day. So another day here in the presence, and another day with Mitch learning. So it's exciting, man.
What I told you about my life experience was an example for me and for all of us that God can take your life experience, and if you let Him, He'll take all those ingredients and He'll make something new out of your personality, your person, that maybe nobody else has ever thought of.
Yeah, so today, best class for me yet. Just Mitch got so many emotions going up inside my stomach, and just about what the future could look like. And this been topped off by a great lunch, and then got work duties, and then after work duties we get into a bit of CrossFit. So there we go. Get the boys, get the blood pumping.
You're so close.
That'll be good. Hopefully it's not quite as hard as last week, because last week we almost died. But yeah, should be good.
ask that you would be in our midst
Espíritu Santo, pedimos que tú estás en medio de nosotros.
as we baptize Myles in this day.
Y como vamos a bautizar Myles en esta mañana.
Right, we're here in Infinio. It's a Monday morning, and I have just been baptized by Nathan, surrounded by people that I love, bro. And it's just a great morning, you know, great start to the week. It's early, and I'm just so stoked to be taking this journey and with Jesus and making the decision. So yeah, I'm so stoked, bro.
I was stoked.
So stoked, bro.
Tell me more.
It's like maximum limit stoked, bro. Up there. Like I'm getting double overhead, you know? I'm just riding the wave of Christ.
What's that? What's that?
Yeah. Hey, that's
What do you call that?
That's kingdom. That's kingdom. That's kingdom. Nah, I'm happy as, man. It's awesome, bro. Be here, you know, around with all my friends and my family back home. I know that they're having a party as well, so yeah, it's cool, man.